First poem is Growing Old. I am growing old. Every day, every hour. I try to deny it, but it is always there. Like the old man who greets my young self every morning in the bathroom mirror. And then an old friend calls. Cancer of the pancreas that has metastasized to the liver. Our travel companions. Holy shit. What do you say? Say la vie? Hardly. You weep a lot for him, for her, for yourself, for your own mortality. Too soon old, too late smart, maybe never smart at all. Somewhere among this tangle of seemingly meaningless struggles, there must be a grain of purpose, a reason for the journey. Can I find it? It seems an endless searching. Or has it been right here next to me all along, and I have failed to recognize it? Is it as simple as a life well lived in the love and joy of others? The desire to be remembered as someone special has always been strong for me. The special is asking for too much. Maybe kind and good will do it. As I fumble through the book. This one is called Unremarkable. It was another unremarkable day. Morning at the gym, keep fit, keep me young, or just what we do. Chicken soup for sick relatives and friends, my wife's way of saying she cares. Birthday cards for all those January birthdays, my way of showing I care. A few presents wrapped, my usual minimal Christmas, and half of them bought by the recipient, my wife. Not much caring here. Dishes washed, the trash out, a few emails to friends, a phone call from an ex-co-worker friend. Unremarkable indeed. And yet, something quite remarkable at the core. The joy of another day of common existence, uncommonly satisfying. It has taken me 70 years to learn to rejoice in the unremarkable. And now I get to embarrass read. If I can find the right one. Okay. This poem is about love, and it was written for Reed. So many love poems have been written, many of them beautiful. When I try to write about love, my words trip and stumble over one another like inebriated fairies. My feelings for you are so complex, I find it difficult to put words around them. How to express this kind of sharing of another's life, understanding each other the way we do, took years to build. We have become soulmates in all our joys and disappointments. And wow, it's still about desire, the pleasure of our physical closeness and lust. It's hard for me to picture one of us without the other, but it will happen. So for me, the lesson of love is this. Today is all we will ever have. My narrow, secular humanist view says there is nothing else. And what more would I want or need? In the end, the complexity of love and life is simple. It is always and only now. The next one is called The Day of the Dead. Oh, my family and my friends, remember me each year on the Day of the Dead. Grandkids, tell your favorite story about silly old Pop-Pop G. Just for a short time, remember me. Most of all, I hope you'll search out your favorite poem of mine and read it out loud to yourself or to your own grandkids and marvel a bit at the thoughts that went on inside my head. Contemplate the glimmer of who I was and what of that may live on in you and who and why you are. And I write a lot of poems for my grandkids. And I had to share one with you this morning. I've written quite a few for the youngest grandchild. And this one is called First Hike. A walk in the autumn woods to a waterside hill, once the site of a beautiful home, now a park. Our hiking leader is a 1-year-old, enjoying every step of her newfound hiking skill. There she is. Can you remember the fun of kicking autumn leaves, stopping to examine trail gravel, being the leader across the grass, chasing the Canada geese, and the pure joy of having mastered the new art of walking? Willa has become the teacher, and we the students. How completely she is in the moment, the sheer pleasure of living. I would unlearn the inhibitions of adulthood and be a child again, just one step at a time. If you have a chance, take a walk in the autumn woods with a child. Try for a time to forget all that the world requires of you and who you must pretend to be. Embrace your youthful innocence and dance through the leaves.